The $1 million question is the Super Bowl. It's the big game of the year. And this may be one of the biggest games in the history of our great sport. Because you've got the young gun, the young buck that is Patrick Mahomes, who's one false start away by Chris Jones away from making the Super Bowl for possibly the third straight year. Casey Mo, fellas and the ladies, know how much Kansas City has been an absolute thorn in the side of a lot of different teams. And now they're taking on the Buccos of Tampa by the Bay in their home stadium. It's not a home matchup. It's not a home game. It's not one of those things. You've got limited capacity. The site of WrestleMania 37 and the site of Super Bowl 55 is Tampa Bay. And I looked at it this morning. And I'm still blown away by how tight this thing is, how tight this line has been. It's been the line's held pretty darn well, way better than the GameStop line that everybody's been saying hold the line on for the past couple weeks. Everybody's saying across the board 3. It has hovered around 3.5 points. I'm seeing Bovada, Bet Online. Those are the two main ones I really look at. -3. The opening line was 3, according to what I'm seeing right now. That's crazy. I think it's held that well. There's not been too much big money on that. But if you, I'm just saying, people have actually stopped, I think Vegas has stopped people on betting on the over-under on the national anthem because apparently somebody leaked the performance. Somebody got a video of it and leaked the performance, so everybody knows the over-under now. There's inside betting on that. That's how degenerate things are now. And I love it. I can't wait for 2022 to come around. That's going to be fun. That is going to be fun. We'll be able to start betting here. Again, I talked about it with Nick Fondo filling in for Jordy. We need a sports book either in Lafayette or maybe out in Opelousas. We just need it. Just gonna say that. But when you talk about the Super Bowl 55 matchup, I think the biggest key is it's the battle of the quarterbacks. 2 great quarterbacks, possibly all-time great in Patrick Mahomes down the road because Pat Mahomes still has plenty of years left on the tread to put himself in that conversation. And obviously Tom Brady, the GOAT, Tom Terrific, the comeback kid, the Pharaoh, touchdown Tom, the man himself, has had kind of a renaissance throughout this postseason run. He absolutely just was not that good, in his regular season. His regular season was pop-off. But he managed to rally this team around and go from the wild card to the Super Bowl, doing something I don't think he really ever did, playing in the wild card game, the divisional, and the championship game. I don't think he's ever done that in his career, playing through the entire playoffs. He's never done that. That's saying something. That's impressive to say that he has never been in that kind of situation where he's playing do or die every single game. This has been a very different year for him. He's playing with a team that wasn't his. He came into the situation pretty darn good, I'd say. And I think he's going to come out of it even better. I hate to say it. I've been very much saying I'm adamant on I'm not looking forward to this because it feels like yet another coronation of Tom Brady. I don't think there's going to be any deflate gate or anything like that. There's not going to be any of that kind of shenanigans. This is not the WWE. This is not WCW. This is the NFL. And there will be no shenanigans. Because, let's be honest, even when there were some shenanigans, it wasn't the reason why the Saints lost or the Green Bay Packers lost. Green Bay lost because they were stupid enough to go ahead and play conservative and give the ball back to Tom with 2 minutes left. You never give the ball back to Tom Brady. Never do that. And the fact that he's cooking with grease right now with some really good players. And it's not him that's leading the way. It's playoff Lenny. is getting things done. Tom Brady's making do with what he's got, and he's performed really well. Devin White may be the best defensive player on this team with all of his fingers attached. Because JPP, or should I say JPP, has been really good all season long. But when it comes to Devin White, he's performing on another level. He's performing on that high level that Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Darrell Williams, both former LSU Tigers, they have to deal with that former LSU Tiger staring at him in the backfield because you know he is going to be given like the 1,000-yard stare and proven that he is one of the best linebackers in the league. And this has established him as one of the best, not just in terms of, being a guy who can just get after you behind the line of scrimmage, just by him being a big impact player, the way he's been able to get key turnovers in the postseason. He has been outstanding. The fact that this Tampa Bay defense has gotten better as the season progresses makes me really start to think. And again, me and Ben talked about it. Gut versus brain. For the most part, a lot of decisions I make are very much gut decisions. Where I go to eat lunch, of course, that's a gut decision. I feel like a lot of the biggest decisions you make are gut decisions. The Super Bowl isn't the biggest decision I'll make in my life, but it'll probably be one of the biggest ones I make this week. And in terms of who I pick and how people react to it. And I hate to say it. I hate to say it. As a devout Tom Brady hater, because I can't stand the guy for what he stands for what he is, and who he's played for, and the controversies that ensued during his time in New England, part of the evil empire with Bill Belichick, who's out there eating bonbons now, probably looking like Ben Stiller. My brain just had a major brain fart there. Ben Stiller at the end of dodgeball, 500 pounds, just chewing on bonbons and everything because of the fact that he lost the breakup. We've all been broken up with before, right? We all know what that's like in terms of trying to win the breakup. Bill Belichick 100% lost this breakup of Brady and Belichick. Tom Brady is looking even better than he has before. But I think Tom Brady is so motivated to just win the whole darn thing, to prove a lot of people wrong. Because remember how last year's season ended for Tom Brady? You remember that, right? It was a pick six at the end of the game that sealed their fate in a 20-13 loss to the Tennessee Titans. And then he left. And everybody said Tom Brady's a system quarterback. There's no way he's going to be able to get this team to the promised land. He's here at the promised land in their home stadium. Trust me. Bucks win 27-21. Take that to the bank.